Hello everyone, this is Aakash from the northern part of Italy, and this is one of the very beautiful location, and I thought I should take some practice videos here. It's freezing cold right now, not below zero freezing, but it's roughly around 4 or 5 degrees right now, and this is probably the lowest temperature I'm practicing yoga in so far. So that's why you see me in the jacket and this headscarf that I don't usually wear to do yoga. But here we are. Today, before we start, I want to say that I want to try doing headstand to do the warm up because my feet, my hands feel very, very cold, and I want to warm up my body faster. So I think once we do headstand, and if you cannot do headstand, I'll give you option of doing shoulder stand because it is very cold. So my focus in this video is going to be practice when you feel cold or when you want to more like sweat and warm up your body quickly. Normally I wouldn't practice headstand without warming up, but today because it's very cold and I thought I wanted to warm up my feet and my hands more, hence doing my headstand. When you practice yoga with me and when I'm giving instruction and you want to copy the pose, what you need to do is look at the placement of the feet. Make sure that your feet, if my feet are straight, the feet are turning out, they're diagonal or they're 90 degrees. Then look at my knees, whether they're bent, they're straight, or they're half bent, or they're micro bent. Okay? Then you look at the hips, how my torso is, how my shoulders, my arms, and the position of the head. This is one of the best ways to utilize the videos because then you'll be able to fully see what I am doing and be able to copy it and gradually be able to do deeper postures as you practice more and more. To warm up relatively quickly, we'll start with headstand. If you cannot do headstand, let's start with the shoulder stand. I'll show you how to do shoulder stand and then I will do headstand. If you can do headstand, as soon as I get into shoulder stand, you can start from there. Those of you who don't know how to do shoulder stand, please lie down, hands under your hips. Make sure the weight is on the back of your shoulders and not the back of your head. So your shoulders, make sure you push them down. Lift your legs up, hips up. You can bend your knees and bring your knees besides your head or towards your head. So you can bring your hips slowly on top of your shoulders, elbows in, and then you can straighten your legs one by one. And you come down, same way. Now if you are still doing headstand, continue with it because I'll be doing headstand with you. You'll stay there for roughly around 30 seconds more. As soon as you come down, come up on all fours, hands underneath your shoulders, Knees underneath your hips. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round your back. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing. Bending your knees one by one. Stretch one leg at a time. Bring your left leg forward. Turn on the right. Do a little up and down movement. Arms up, reach up. Bend forward. Once again, come up. Interlock your fingers. Turn your palms up. And bend forward. One more time. Bend forward. Bend your knees. Take your right leg back. Left side of your hip down. Move your hips a little down and up to stretch or warm up your hip flexor, your glutes, opening your pelvis, warming up your legs overall relatively quickly. Downward dog. Doing more movements so your body warms up faster, and once your body warms up faster, we'll start holding the postures as well as we move along. You can move a little down and up here. If you need, micro bend your knees. You try touching your abdomen on your thighs. You can also move a little left and right if you need. And come up. Bend forward, stretch down. Left leg back this time. Right side of your hip down, head up. Downward dog. You can keep your feet together, or you can keep your feet hip width apart. Whatever your body feels comfortable doing. Left leg forward again this time. And to warm up a little more, we'll do 5 more sets of sun salutation. 1, arms up. 2, bend forward. 3, right leg. 4, downward dog. 5, 6, cobra. can tuck your toes or keep your feet flat, whatever is comfortable. I tuck my toes for quicker transition. 7, down dog. 8, right leg forward. 9, 10, 2, left, 4, 5, 6, 7, left, 8, 9, 10, 2, right, 4, 5, 6, 7, right, 9, 10. You can keep your arms behind your head, or you can keep your head above, higher than your head. Both are correct. Left, right, knees in your chest down, cobra, downward dog, left leg, right leg. 3 more sets to go. 1, 2, right, 4, 5, 6, 7, right, 9, 10, 2, left, 4, 5, 6, 7, left, 9, 10, 2, right, 4, plank, 5, 6, 7, right, 9, 10, 2, left, 4, 5, 6, 7, left, 9, 10, 2, one more set, right, 4, 5, 6, 7, right, 9, 10, 2, left, 4, 5, 6, 7, left, 9, stay there, come halfway up, arms out. You can also keep your hands below your knees. You can keep your hand close to your chest, or if you want, hands can be just beside your hips, if not all the way out. If you need, micro bend your knees, arch your lower back. Make sure your lower back is not rounded. Keep your spine straighter, arch the lower back. If that requires you to bend the knees, that's okay. If possible, knee straight and lean forward a little. Every time possible, take a deep breath in. Whenever you're holding the pose, take a deep breath in and slowly breathe out. 5 more seconds. And come up, arms up. Interlock your fingers, turn your palms up. Press your toes down, lift your heels up, balancing on your toes. Hold it there for roughly 10 seconds. And bend halfway down. Hip together, lower your hips, chair pose, arms up. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath in or out, just let it flow. Left elbow outside your right knee, palms together. Right shoulder back, stronger arms. Use your left elbow, push it firmly against your legs. Hands in the center of your chest. And chair pose. The other side. And up, up. Hands on your hips. Feet can be roughly hip width apart. When you keep your hands on your hips, you turn your palms up or out. Use the heel of your palm to push your hips forward. Elbows close to each other. Roll your shoulders back. Weight stays on your heels, not shifting towards the ball of your foot or your toes. So make sure before you bend, you can feel your heels. Press them down. If you need, toes can be up. As you bend, you can see I'm moving the pelvis forward. As I move the pelvis forward, heels would probably lift up. Try keeping it down by lifting your toes up. Shoulders back, stronger arms to move your pelvis forward more. If you need, bend your knees a little and then straighten them again. When you're comfortable, head up or back. And come up, bend forward. Take your right leg back, arms up, high lunge. Arms can be up for easier balance, and then arms all the way up. Hands down, left leg back, down dog. A push up without dropping your knees if you can. Slide, and down dog. Lift your right leg up. You can turn your foot out, or if you want, toes can be down towards the floor. Right leg forward. Adjust your feet, make sure they are hip width apart, and then you balance, arms up. Make sure the alignment of the feet, knees, and the hip. Hands down, left leg forward. Come halfway up. All the way up. Stretch back. Arms up or hands on your hips again. Bend forward. Left leg this time. Arms up. You can hold it a little longer for roughly 5 more seconds. Hands down, downward dog. A push up and slide. Downward dog, left leg up. Same as the other side, toes down or out. Left leg forward, foot little out to keep your feet hip width apart. Arms out to find your balance. Once it's stable, arms up. Keep breathing, focus on one spot if you need. The front knee can be little out on the left when you find it difficult to balance. Look at my back foot, the heel on top of the toes. Hands down, right leg forward. Bend the knees a little, elbows behind your knees, grab your ankles. Abdomen touching your thighs, chest close to your knees. And then slowly move your hips up. Now, even if you cannot fully straighten your knees and you need to keep your knees bent, that's okay. You can straighten one leg at a time. Those who can, add to the legs. If you cannot, stay where you are and slowly make yourself comfortable. If you're struggling in forward bend, if your lower back and your hamstrings are feeling tight, focus on breathing out more. Every time you breathe out, try to stretch a little more. And when you breathe out slowly through your mouth, just like this. Breathe in through your nose, but you can slowly breathe out through your mouth when you're struggling in the pose or when you're running out of breath. And come halfway up, thumbs up. Bend back. This time feel free to slide your hand inside your thighs. This way. As you bend. Or you can continue with the same arms up or hands on your hips, or like me, sliding your hands, rolling your shoulders back, opening your chest. And bend forward. Right leg back. Warrior one. Turn your back foot flat, roughly diagonal, not 90 degrees, but less than that. Hips square, facing forward. Arms up. Warrior two. Make sure your heels are in line, or the middle of your back foot and your heel are aligned. Here it's a little sloppy, so sometimes I try to balance a little more. I need to work a little more balance. You should be okay at home or anywhere you are right now. Triangle pose. Grab the ankle, or you can reach to the mat. If you want to focus, you can also touch just the tip of your fingers on the mat, your arm pressing against your arm, left leg, your left shoulder moving in, right shoulder moving back, your hip, keep it in line with your body. For easier balance, look down. If you want, look in front, or if you like, you can look up. But when your balance is not stable, always look down. Grab the ankle, or whichever style of triangle pose you follow, it should be okay. In, out, wherever. I like to grab the ankle, or keep the fingers on the floor. And the knee, side angle pose. You can use the tip of your fingers here, or grab the ankle, arm up. If you need easier option, left elbow on your left knee, right arm all the way up. And both hands down, adjust your back foot, straighten your left leg. pyramid pose. If you need, bend and straighten your left leg when your body feels stiff. When you bend and straighten your knee, you see the focus is not just on the knee and the front leg. What we'll try to do is we'll try to square the hips. So every time you straighten your left knee, you move your hip forward this way. I also like to use my elbow sometime, or I suggest many of my students to do the same when they feel very stiff and they find it very difficult to straighten the leg by themselves. So what they do is use the elbow, place it above your knee, somewhere around lower part of your thigh. Use the fingers. Don't lift your fingers off the floor, and remember, movement from the hips. If you're already in pyramid pose and you're comfortable, you can also take your hands behind your back, interlock your fingers and bring your arms forward, or just keep your hands down and stay there. Or if you have any other variation in mind than you want to do, go ahead. Easier balance when your hands are off the floor. Look at your front foot. And from there, right hand steps down. Bend your left knee a little. Adjust your back foot as you need. Revolve triangle. Arm up. Move your left shoulder back first. Make sure it's not going down and back. Lift it up and back. Back heel down, and then slowly straighten your left leg. Or feel free to bend and straighten your left leg. You can also keep your hand outside your left foot when your balance is stable, or grab your ankle. I'm fine here right now. And left hand down, left leg back. Down we go. Lean forward, push up, and slap. Let's stay in Cobra for a little longer to warm up back more. Stretch your back. If your body feels open and you want to do more, you can bend your knees and bring your feet towards your head. If your body feels stiff, if your lower back feels stiff, you can keep your feet wider. Try to lower your pelvis on the mat. You can look in front or you can look up. Shoulders comfortable. Make sure you're not doing lazy cobra like this. You're keeping your shoulders back and you're engaging your arms to lift the chest up. When you lift your head up, it's not just rolling your eyes, but lifting up from your chin. If you want to look up, try to lift up and look as far back as you can. 5 more seconds. And from there, hips up. A gentle child pose. Downward dog. Bring your right leg forward. Turn your back foot flat, arms up. Warrior 1, the other side down, hold your postures. Find your balance, arms up. And Warrior 2. I don't want you to see my back, so what I'll just switch the sides so you can still see me and I can continue to guide you what to do. triangle pose. Straighten your neck. Down, grip the ankle. You can grip the ankle, or you can keep your hand inside, or the same variation as you did on the other side. Side angle pose, bend the knee, finger or ankle. Bring your arm all the way up. And if you need an easier option, elbow on top of you. Make sure the distance between your feet is wide enough for you to comfortably balance and stay in the pose longer. You shouldn't continue to struggle adjusting your feet, because if they're very wide, it's going to be very difficult for you to hold for longer. And both hands down, pyramid pose. Same as the other side, you can bend and straighten your leg, or you can straighten and fold, or use the elbow. Remember to keep the hips square, or hands behind your back. Lock and stretch forward. Look at your front foot for easier balance. Five more seconds. And revolve triangle. Put the finger down, bend the knee, adjust the hip first. Left side of the hip down, right side of the hip up. Right shoulder up, left down. Right arm up. And slowly straighten it. If you are keeping your hand on the ankle or on the other side, outside the foot, go ahead with the same. Right knee down, turn on the left side. Hands down, bend your knees one by one. Stretch one leg at a time. Lower your chest as low as you can. If you're comfortable, elbows down. If you want, grab the ankles. Or if you can, try bringing your chin close to the mat by holding your ankles. If you want to just keep your hands down and do nothing more, that's okay too. See how you feel. The most important thing is to listen to your body. When your body allows you to do more, when your body resists the stretch, try to take it easy. Take a deep breath in and out. Every time you breathe out, try to relax a little more, whether you're struggling or you're deepening the pose. Grab your left ankle, reach your left hand from there. Right hand closer to your left hand. If you want, you can bend your knee, grab the back of your left ankle, elbow behind your knee, and straighten it out. If not, just grab the ankle and bring your chest as close to your left leg as you can. And when your body feels very open, you feel like doing more, bring right side of your chest closer to your left leg. And the other side. Same variation. And back in the center. Then turn on the left and take your left leg downward forward. Drop your knees down. Come up on your knees for camel pose. You can tuck your toes grab your heels, or you can keep your feet flat when your back feels open. But if your back feels stiff, feet flat, hands on the hips. Use your hands to push your hips forward. When you push your hips forward, remember the hip is not just on top of your knees, you're pushing your hips forward. Engage your feet, they shouldn't be loose like this. Engage, heels out, feet down. The ankles are pressing on the mat. No matter which variation you use, your feet are grounding the floor. Knees are there, hands on your hips, shoulders back, and stretch. Or you can tuck your toes. And any variation you're doing, continue to hold the pose. Widen your shoulders, chest open. Or if your body feels very open, if your back feels very open, and if you know how to get into full camel pose, feel free to go ahead. Child pose. Feet flat, elbows down. Now, since it's a fast video, let's do a little easier options now. We'll do some camel pose. We'll do pigeon pose. Bring your right knee forward, left knee down, and slowly step back. Now, if you think your time is up, you wanted to work out, you only have this much amount of time to stretch or exercise, do yoga, feel free to stop the practice and get done with. But if you have a few more extra minutes and you want to stretch your glutes, your lower back, your legs feel very tight, stay on for a little longer. Every time you do pigeon pose, work towards having as little gap between your hips and the mat as you can. If you need, you can also move your hips a little right and left. Or just stay with your elbows down, or hold your opposite elbows and rest your forehead on your forearms. And come on, switch legs. When your body feels stiff, your foot can be closer to your pelvis, and when your body feels open, your foot can move forward up towards bringing it in line with your knee. Tuck your toes and step your knee back if you have space, and if you want to go deeper, same as the other side, just around 30 seconds more. More seconds. And come up. Spring your right leg forward. and we'll finish our practice. If you are done, if your time is up, you can just stop here. But if you want to do one more breathing exercise, we'll do some Kapalbhati pranayama breathing exercise, where it's a cleansing exercise as well, that as we call it in yoga. But what you need to do here is every time you breathe out, you contract your abdominal muscles. It's active exhalation and passive inhalation, meaning you're focusing more on only on exhalation. Inhalation is passive, you are not working towards it. So every time you exhale, the abdomen goes in. So what you do, you start slow. So every time you breathe out, if you're starting out, if you don't know if your coordination is correct or not, feel free to just place your hand around your abdomen and see that when you're breathing out, then your abdomen moves in. When the coordination is correct, and if you're comfortable, close your eyes and continue it for just 1 minute. Try to have around 1 stroke per second. Stop the practice, but keep your eyes closed, hands wherever you find it comfortable. Just observe your breath. Feel the silence, the hollowness within. Slowly bring your palms together. Rub your palms, make them warm. Keep your eyes closed. Just once your palms are warm, you can slowly, gently massage your face with your warm palms. Then make a cup of your palms, place it in front of your eyes. And you can slowly open your eyes. That's it for this video, the practice today. It was very gentle, for beginner friendly, but also not as easy that people can just take it easy and not focus on doing posture. I do feel a lot warmer now. My body's warmed up. I don't feel as cold. It's still a little cold outside, but I'm feeling very nice and open. It's flexible. My body feels a lot more flexible now after doing all the movements. Please watch this video whenever you feel that you want to do some workout which is not too easy, not too hard, but somewhere in between, and you want some kind of workout which has various options for you to choose. And if you want, you can make it harder for yourself, more challenging. If you want, you can make it easier by taking it easy. by choosing easier options in this video. So that's it for now from here in South Tyrol in Italy. Namaste.